Hi and welcome to this engaging data video on handling hard deletes in historic data stores. So in WhereScape, this is the topology of how each of the objects work. We have data stores, loading, data transformation, where the stage tables live, data foundations, where our data stores and data lake live, alongside our data vault and preferred normal forms, business transformation layers, which is again another load of stage tables and stage views, the end user layer, which is the star schema and the business vault, and then we are able to access that data via views, performance views, indexes, aggregate tables, OLAP views, and export via our BI analytic tools, being Tableau, Power BI, ClickView, Yellowfin. Underneath we have the metadata, which holds the details of all of those objects, and from that metadata we're able to create documentation and then a scheduler sitting over the top, allowing us to automate all of this process. Today in this video we're going to concentrate on data stores, how we expect them to work, especially around historic data stores. WhereScape enables you to store data capturing changes to your data in a historic data store. Below is a picture of how the data is stored. In this case, we've got a business key 123, which relates to engaging data, consultancy. We've got DSS current flag, which shows us that this record is active, the start date, the end date for that record, and the version number for that record. We've also got 456, which is WhereScape software vendor, and exactly the same current flag, start date, end date, and version. What happens is if someone makes a change to that record, 456, and updates the value of column 2 from software vendor as a software developer, it will create a new row, ending the old row that we've highlighted in red, putting a DSS current flag of N and a DSS end date of the 31st of the 1st, 2023, and it will create a new row for 456 with a new entry for column 2, software developer. It now marks this record as the current flag, and it puts the start date as the date after the end date of the previous record, and then gives the end date in the future. You can also see that the DSS version has been updated to 2. Now this is cool, and this is what we want to see. What happens is if an application allows for hard delete. When the record is deleted from your software source system, the historic data store leaves the active record still there. And what we really want to do is remove that record completely. We still want to see that it was there in play, but we don't want to see that it's currently active. So ultimately, if you did a hard delete, this is what we would expect. You would expect that 456 would have an N. The end date would be the 9th of the 2nd, 2023, and the version is still 2. So in this demonstration, we're going to go through how I've created a Pebble template, a very simple Pebble template that can be run as a custom procedure after we've loaded the data into the data store. Now, the Pebble template is designed to identify and end or update the DSS current flag and then update the DSS end date in line with our settings within our data store, so that if the hard delete record is removed, that it now updates the data store with the relevant information and ends the current record. So here is our template. I've created a template within the SQL Server template set, WSL SQL Server proc ODS hard delete. We're going to share this template with you. Ultimately what I've done is taken the basics of a normal ODS update and applied it to this. We've done an update on the table, and this update basically sets the current flag to N and the DSS end date to the current flag minus 0005, based on an accept from the source table, which is if the data has been deleted from the source table for the ODS, then it's been hard deleted. So as with any data store, we can add a custom procedure. Doing this is simple by double clicking on the data store that you wish to add the custom procedure for and pressing rebuild. This will then allow us to select the data store template we want to use. Here's the one that we've just created. And once selected, we'll be able to choose the options that we wish to have within the data store. So we're going to use the unique ID as the business key, and we're not going to delete before insert. You're going to press OK, and it will use the Pebble template to create a procedure. We'll now go and have a look at that procedure that's just been created by going code and view custom procedure. As we mentioned in the Pebble template, it's now created a very simple update statement which will do an accept on the unique ID, which was the business key that we selected, from the source of the data store table. This will then run through and set any that are currently in the Y status to N if it no longer exists in that table. If you'd like a copy of the Pebble template, please click on the link in the description. Thank you for listening to this video, and I hope this helps.